lọ síwájú. Olúwa ti ṣetán láti já ṣẹ̀kẹ̀ṣẹ̀kẹ̀ tó wà lára.
Kọ̀ǹda. Ọlọ́run ti gbé ẹ lórí sókè.
If you come into the first 3 episodes of Ololade with so much expectations, you might be disappointed. But let me tell you guys all you need to know about the first 3 episodes of Ololade. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Halimah TheBird, and here I do everything movie reviews, movie conversations and TV shows. And today I am going to be reviewing the first 3 episodes of the 6-part series Ololade by TNC Africa. So the movie was directed by Adeniyi Joseph, is popularly known as Starge, and it was distributed by TNC Africa. They have a YouTube channel where they mostly, post many of their short films and projects, right? So Ololade tells the story of 2 friends. One is school teacher and the other a mechanic, who get rich quickly by circumstances, and now their life is taking a fresh turn. Shina, who is the school teacher, and Latif, who is the mechanic, now have to deal with being rich, the sources of their wealth, and actions surrounding it. The story features a lot of Yoruba actors because it's majorly an indigenous film, Yoruba speaking film. And I think you can call it a Nollywood film. Yes, because like I said, the cast is majorly Yoruba, and I mean the story in itself is very Yoruba-ish. It's the kind of movie or the kind of story that you would see in all those old Yoruba Nollywood films that, they are very cliche, but it gives this nostalgic feeling when you watch it. You can think of at least 10 other movies that have this kind of storyline or this kind of features that makes up the movie, right? So for the cast, we have Femi Adebayo. He plays Latif. He plays one of the main characters. We have Donga. He plays Shina, the second main character. We have Mide Martins. She plays Sade, that's Shina's wife. We have Jaye Kuti. She plays Shina's mom. We have Ololade. He plays like a relative from the village or something. We have Aigbe. She plays Latif's sugar mommy. We have Liz Da Silva. She plays Amaka, that's Shina's side chick. We have Mr. Macaroni. He plays the pastor. And we also have Debbie Felix. She plays Itohu in the film. Speaking of the cast, I think my favorite cast currently would be Olisho, that's the pastor, played by Mr. Macaroni. And that's because he has given me a performance that I am 100% fine with. Like, I have no commas about it. This is not to say that the others didn't give their all, but I just think, like, based off my own preference, right, it has just been the most entertaining for me, right? So I'm gonna take you guys through performances, what I liked, what I didn't like, and what you should look forward to in the first 3 episodes of Ololade. So for the performances, I think their characters were interpreted really well. At least the first 3 episodes I have watched so far, I understand what the characters represent. I want to say I definitely understand what they represent, though the 2 main characters in this film, they are very unlikable. I don't think there's anybody in this film so far that I can say I like when you are drawn to a person, their character, their story. I think many of them are unlikable. Like, you can just be like, Ele is a very rubbish person, this one is a very bad person. So it's literally a film filled with bad people. So for the first person, I'm going to talk about Donga. I think he did breathe life into Shina. That is the character that he plays. And Shina is a terrible person, when it comes into Shina's account, and the first thing he does is to just start spending the money. I mean, even if you believed in miracles, right, you shouldn't be gullible enough to think that, the miracle just happened instantly after your pastor has just prayed for you. Like, don't be stupid. And then I don't like the way he also makes his wife, look constantly stupid. It just strikes me like that love never existed between both of them, right? And then the way his side chick always demands different kind of things. So I'm like, oh, want to get married, this and that. I'm like, God, who is this person? Why are you this gullible? But yeah, I think that's the kind of character Shina was supposed to be. This annoying man who gets money and cannot do right by anybody, rather than himself. He buys new house. His wife keeps asking him, where did you find money? Where did you find money? You don't say anything. Your mom brings in a new wife for you. You just move on with it. No consulting your wife about anything. And like I said, it's very nostalgic because we've seen this in so many Yoruba movies. Like, this has happened 1,000,001 times. I don't know if this is true in Yoruba homes because I've not experienced it firsthand, or I don't know if anybody has experienced this firsthand. But based off movies that we've seen, in the early 2000s and early 2010s, I mean, we know that this is something that, that's been told over and over again, right? It's actually also refreshing to see Frank Donga play this kind of character, a serious, level-headed, selfish family man. Yeah, I think it was refreshing to see him, and I liked his performances. I liked how, I know he's a Yoruba man because his actual name is Kunledo, but like, just seeing him, own the Yoruba language this much is interesting, is something that, I enjoyed watching. Generally, I liked his performance. That's what I'm trying to say. Femi Adebayo plays Latif. He's a chronic punter who never wins, a chronic cheat who now becomes an accomplice in a murder because of his cheating addiction, obviously. And he does not have direction for his life. That's just the summary of who he is. God, I hated his character so much. It was so annoying. The scene where he was proposing to his girlfriend, just brought out the ring and shoot, and I'm like, boy, please, what? Don't ever do that. Like, he's so full of himself. He's so full of pride. He doesn't know how to do anything. He's a mechanic that never went to work, and he wants to just have sex with everything that wears skirt. He has a sugar mommy. He has a girlfriend. He has side chicks, and he still sleeps with Ron's babe. That's how terrible a person this guy is, right? And then my highlight so far with him is the way Lade's mother is tormenting him. Like, I like the way he's not having peace of mind. I'm enjoying it, to be honest. So yeah, that's Femi Adebayo's character. I think it's also interesting to watch. It's not new. This is the kind of thing he has probably played before. But yeah, it's just because in recent time I haven't seen him play something like this. So yeah, I think this was also refreshing to see. Then we see Jaye Kuti. She's just a typical Yoruba mother-in-law, to be honest. That they've already laced them with curses to hate their daughter-in-laws. I don't understand why. I don't think I'll ever understand why. But the ones that just come into their son's house, I feel like they would always remain number one in their son's life, even when their son is married with kids. They would just want to remain that person that makes the rules in your son's house, in a man that is married's house, where he has a wife, so she brings in a new wife for her son without consulting her son or the wife. She brings in a family friend from the village to come and live with these people without consulting them, also just acting like you own the entire place, right? So it's also very relatable. I think the major thing for me is that many of these characters are very relatable. Even Mide Martin's character, though I was hoping to see a different side of, I was hoping to see the actual side of Mide Martins that we know. You get the crazy person, the mad woman. But this is not my Mide Martins, right? But I actually like it. Mide Martins is on Netflix. I like the idea. I like the fact that, she's getting this much exposure. However, this is not the Mide Martins I know. Maybe going down into episode 4, 5, 6, we'll find a different side of her that is interesting as well. But so far, she's level-headed to a reasonable extent, and I'm not complaining. Mr. Macaroni, I love his acting so far. This has been my favorite person in this film so far. He bodies his role. That's just what I wanted. That's the summary of what, the body language, the way he moves. He has fake pastor vibe and he's killing it. I'm totally enjoying Mr. Macaroni. Many of the other cast members like Oliekun, Lisa Silva, Debbie Felix, Messi Aigbe, they're not bad, but yeah, they don't have anything that makes them stand out for me. They're just, doing their own bit of it. So that's majorly about the performances. Now to cinematography. I like the color grading. I actually think it is good because it feels very original. Like it fits into their skin tone. It's not overly color graded to look maybe green or brown or whatnot. Like it looks like a natural color, right? And I think I really like that about it. Editing, I don't know, I think post-production, they were sleeping while they were editing. I don't think they did a great job. I don't like the flow of the film so much. The transitioning hasn't been so good. There was even a particular scene where Femi Adebayo was saying something, and I think they should have cut the first part where he said it and just leave the second part because he had to like repeat it. Even some scenes where they showed a scene where they were already in the betting shop, and then they went back to show us the house and the conversation. It just isn't smooth. I don't like it at all. I'm just going to say that. So to the things I liked, what did I like about this film? This is hard because it is not a bad film. It's just not something I'll probably watch on a normal day. And this is based off personal preference, right? This is not about the film in entirety. Another person would watch this film and they will probably really like it. I think it's quite nostalgic. Their acting has been good so far. The story is very, very, very relatable. There's no element of surprise or anything that's taking me aback so far. And I think that's the thing I actually don't like about it. It's very predictable. It follows it's just there. You get me, yeah? Is nothing serious. It's just there. I mean, I'm a fan of simple storytelling, but however, I want it to be told in a way that it passes so much across, right? In my review of the trailer, I mentioned something about rituals, but coming into this, I realized that there were no rituals done. At least so far, I've not seen any ritual, and from how it progresses, I don't think ritual was done. At least we know how they got their money early enough, right? So I think I actually like the fact that there's no ritual whatever, because that would now make it typical Nollywood film. But so far it's also been a typical Nollywood film. There's nothing that stands out for me, to be honest, apart from the performances and the cinematography that I liked. I don't see anything that makes it, an extraordinary film or whatnot. And I don't blame them because also I've read and listened to the directors and the production team of the film, or the series rather, and I mean they didn't plan to make this show a Netflix film. It was supposed to be something for their YouTube channel, just as always. And so maybe that's why my expectations are kind of gauged already. I mean, they already made me understand that this was made for YouTube. Now that Netflix saw it and they wanted it there, they brought it there. But yeah, I'm just going to say that maybe if it was on YouTube, I would be more impressed. But the fact that it's on Netflix, it kind of dampens my it's not giving me as much as I would expect. But I mean, we've seen worse films even this year, last year, and this film was also shot in, I think, late 2021, early 2022. So yeah, maybe they just worked with what they had, and that's why the film is the way it is. It's not bad, it's just not great either. I think for episode 1, 2, 3 so far, I would rate it a 5/10. Maybe there's something that would blow my mind in the next 3 episodes. I'm really looking forward to something like that. But so far, if you don't watch it, I don't think you're missing out on anything. And yeah, that's my observation of the first 3 episodes. Have you seen Ololade? What did you like about it? Yeah, I think I should ask that. What did you like about it? Maybe it's just me that I'm not seeing that, but I don't know. Apart from their performances, I can't see beyond what the extra whatever is. It's very basic for me. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you want to watch Ololade, please feel free to check it out.
Even though I'm not enthusiastic about it, I also don't think it's a bad watch. Yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to be saying for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'm going to see you in the second part of Ololade, Mr. Money.